Species diversity. What is species diversity? How is Simpson's diversity index used as a measure of species diversity? So biodiversity is the diversity or the variety of living organisms. So biodiversity is variety in the living world, the number and the variety of living organisms in an area. And there are three components. There's species diversity, which is the number of different species and the number of individuals of each species in a community. There's genetic diversity, which is a variety of genes held by the individuals that make up a species. And then there's ecosystem diversity, which is the range of different habitats within a particular area. So species diversity is the number of different species in a given area and the proportion of the community that is made up of an individual species. For instance, two communities may have the same number of species, but the proportions of each species may differ. As an example of this, a natural meadow and a field of wheat may both have 25 species, but in the meadow, all 25 species might be equally abundant, whereas in the wheat field, 95% of the plants may be a single wheat species. So in both cases, the total number of species and the total number of individuals are identical. However, if we measure the species diversity, we get a different representation. So you've got the different species, number found in the habitat, number found in this habitat, number of species, the total number is 5, the total number of individuals is 50, but the proportions of each is different. So to measure species diversity, D equals n brackets n minus 1 close bracket divided by sigma, which is the sum of n open bracket n minus 1 close bracket. So D is the species diversity index, which we're trying to find out. Capital N is the total number of organisms of all species. Little n is the total number of organisms of each species. And sigma is the sum of. So how you would do this is, so for the numbers found in habitat X, you find the sum of n brackets n minus 1. So 10 times by n minus 1, which is 9, because 10 minus 1 is 9, equals 90. And you keep on doing that. 10 times 9 is 90, 10 times 9 is 90, 10 times 9 is 90, 10 times 9 is 90. You add them all up and you get 450. And this one you do 3 times 2 equals 6, 5 times 4 equals 20, 2 times 1 equals 2, 36 times 35 is 1260, 4 times 3 equals 12, and you add all of those answers up and you get 1300. So then what you would do is, you know that from the previous slide that you've got 50 individuals and 5 species. So you do 50, because you've got 50 individuals, times by 49, which is 2,450, divided by 450, and you get 5.44. In habitat Y, you do 50 times 49, divided by 1,300, equals 2,450 divided by 1,300, which is 1.88. So the higher D, the greater the species diversity, and species diversity of X is greater because they're more equally proportioned.